Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. I mean, you guys often call me Dusty, but maybe you're gonna have to call me Whistleblower from now on because damn, SEC awards $2.5 million to Whistleblower, and actually, the SEC has awarded approximately $760 million to 148 individuals since issuing its first award in 2012. This is making you think about some things. However, the reason I am showing you guys this is because the conspiracies surrounding the US SEC have really risen out of the freaking pan. It's going crazy. On my phone here, I was scrolling through Twitter, and I only keep seeing SEC news, whistleblower, office of the whistleblower, office of the whistleblower. And of course, a lot of the XRP community is saying she must have blown the wrong whistle and got fired, blah, blah, blah. There's a ton of different things about the wrong whistle being blown and that there's no whistle being blown inside of the SEC. I mean, if you guys have checked John Dean out in the last couple of weeks, or the channel for that sake, you'll probably know what I'm talking about here when I'm saying that the SEC has been doing some fishy stuff. I think you guys all know it, but John is really onto something with all the posts. Look at this one, 8 minutes ago. But at least acknowledge the law and quit focusing only on winning the case at all costs. Maybe, just maybe, the SEC could also start focusing on protecting investors and users of XRP. Until that happens, the SEC will continue to be on trial, as in the end, that's really what's happening right now from the XRP community perspective. It's like they're not trying to help us out, they're really against us, basically. So it's basically a free-for-all, but that's also against the SEC. It's pretty damn crazy. That's not the only thing, though. If you scroll through, he's just compiling evidence, what they're doing in a strange sentence. And man, whenever I keep scrolling through here, I just get more and more convinced that it really makes no sense. They have so many inconsistencies. It is ridiculously stupid. I believe Jesse here also has some parts on it. Of course, Jeremy Hogan has some parts on it too. I think most of these law guys will obviously have at least one or two threads on it. Here, for example, he's talking about the Ethereum v Bitcoin communications example with the SEC. It just really doesn't make much sense. It really doesn't make much sense. It really doesn't make much sense. Having said that, can we do something about it? Not really. Is something going to be done about it? Most likely not. We have the petition rolling right now, which supposedly should make Gary Gensler look into the SEC and make, somebody aware that the Jake Clayton and William Hinman should be investigated. But will it really happen? It's a good question. I'm going to say most likely not. Don't be prepared that it's going to happen, but I would hope so, because it really sounds like some fishy stuff. Then, some words of wisdom by Kevin Cage in December 2020. By the time the typical person believes in XRP, it'll be too late. For optimal gains, every penny counts. You have to believe in an asset's future before the true potential is realized. That's what makes those of us accumulating now different than most. And even though I obviously have been talking about XRP for a couple years now, I think soon marks 4 years on the channel. Yeah, I do understand people got in late or anything like that, but the real thing I would say is the people who say, you know what, let it get to this price first and then we'll talk, or who wait for the price to gain before they trust it, basically, or just who wait in general before making the next move. It's a lot of people are saying, oh, it's already too high, or this or that, or this or that, or oh, no, it's going too low, I don't really believe in it anymore, and that's the big problem. Me, the thing I talk about on Patreon here, right? I have a Patreon here where I'm sharing the coins I have bought, mostly, and there's my portfolio in here and a couple of guides. The reason I actually made this is not so I can brag on people for having good coins or cheap coins or because I was an early adopter of crypto. No, nothing like that. It's purely because I'm going to show you my coins that I'm buying are not necessarily the best. Definitely not. But I buy them anyway at some points, which I'm, of course, just telling in there, because I know it's going to be good as long as I hold them for a longer period of time. Am I afraid of those coins falling down? No. Do I buy every coin as rationally as the other? No. But I buy them because I know, I just slapped my microphone, eventually it's going to be worth it. And I think because I made the Patreon here and some people sign up for it and actually look at me purchasing it, they might get another motivation boost to also purchase crypto because the worst case, we're going to get some bear market happening and our coins are going to be down for a little while. I already had that. As I said, I started the channel in 2017. So the whole bull run, we all had it on video. We were talking about it every single day. Of course, the whole bear market too. Right now we're enjoying, everything is looking good, but we all know eventually it's going to switch back over. And even though I have not shared a plan with you guys about what I'm going to do, I mostly just believe in the process and know as long as you hold long enough, there's almost no way to lose in this crypto game. Barry Silbert also said, feels like a calm before the storm. It feels like Bitcoin is gearing up for another really astronomical, huge rise soon. We're going to see, though. It's a waiting game. Then, on a completely different side, XRP Mommy, whom I've said before, it's an interesting account. It's really for some of the thirstier among us, I guess, because, well, some of this stuff is really dumb. This one is not dumb. It's actually a really cool tweet, and it makes me think about something. She said, or he, who knows, I'm mentally checked out today. I'm fully convinced this is the month I can quit my job. Hashtag XRP. So this is, of course, a statement which is interesting, mostly on the fact that it could have some legitimacy to it, right? You could, if you have a ton of XRP, quit your job this month, as we might gain something from all the dates that are happening. It could. From a different perspective, it's not really realistic, because XRP is not going to go times 20 or something like that all of a sudden in 1 month. What is going to make that happen? I'm not quite sure. So then you already supposedly had a ton of freaking money then. So that you might have already been able to quit your job before or what. I don't know. However, it is really something that I think a lot of you guys are waiting for and wondering about. When can I quit my job? When should I quit my job? And everything along those lines. Man, I've made a couple of videos here about retiring. I make those specifically for the people that are waiting to just get done with their job and go for the crypto route or something like that, or just stop it all or quit work. Just, you guys get me? And I keep on saying, don't do it until you really know for certain that it's going to be good, because it's a risky freaking business. It's a risky game. Crypto has seen bear markets. Crypto will see bear markets, and you might be down 90% of your money for a little while. It might happen. It could also be so that the coin that you bet on is actually not going to pump for a very long extra while, or even never. It could happen. If you're really safe with everything, you have that much money, okay, you're good, right? Most likely. But man, really be cautious with everything and don't just overdo it. Don't overdo it. Be careful with all of this. I just wanted to quickly make that clear. Be careful. Don't just think, okay, XP is going to $3. I might be able to retire soon, blah, 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 or really prepare for retirement already. No. Have a determined plan. Know exactly how your finances are looking like and when you can retire, and then live joyfully. Know your finances is basically the point of this one. Know it properly. David Goldstein said, I think XP hits $10, $20 at most. I hope I'm wrong, but that's what I believe after reviewing charts and data. This is based upon thin air. I don't really think there's any real legitimacy behind this, rather than just grabbing some attention with this tweet. It makes no real sense to say, all of a sudden $20 most because of chart and data. That makes no sense to me, but once more, that is just me. The only thing you kind of say is, okay, that's about, let's say 20 times market cap. Okay. Maybe he just put that up for himself. He's like, okay, let's go to $1 trillion market cap. That's basically where we can go-ish. But that's, again, kind of dumb in my opinion. That makes no sense. Why would that be the maximum? That's, again, if you have a really short-term plan in the back of your head, then okay. But even $100 per XRP, stuff like that. In terms of market cap, it's really feasible. It is really freaking feasible. I keep telling you guys. I know for a fact Bitcoin is definitely, in my opinion, going to go to a $10 trillion market cap in due time. It's basically gold, but then better. So it's going to be going to at least 5, 6 within a couple of years. $10 trillion is still going to hit. Maybe from that point forward, though, it's going to deteriorate and let some other coins take over. That's possible. Maybe even Ethereum is going to get better than Bitcoin soon. Who knows? But it's going to be going there. Crypto market specifically, too, $10 trillion is really a minimum in a shorter amount of time. So $1 trillion for an altcoin like that, it's going to happen. Ethereum is going to hit $1 trillion. Point blank, that's certain for me, once more. It's not financial advice, not certain 100%, but 99%. Let's make sure we don't give any assurances. In my opinion, it's going to happen. Then the whole relist XRP thing, it's really getting out of proportion. There's people who really are betting like crazy now that Coinbase is going to relist it, and I love it. I really, really love it. If you're betting on Coinbase relisting right now, you have a really, really big chance of making some crazy dough. A crazy amount of money. Because if they relist, you all know it's going to surge like crazy. So I love it. But it's a risk. But I'm all about that risk. I like it. Ripple lawyers expose SEC's inconsistency with concrete examples. We've seen this before, though. It's just really BS right now. We've seen John Dean, we've seen everybody just come up with this saying like, hey, SEC, you're not making sense. Ripple lawyers have provided concrete examples of how the SEC accepted XRP's non-security status in meetings with exchanges and hedge funds without being told otherwise by the SEC. According to senior trial counsel at the SEC, the agency has never taken an official position that Bitcoin and Ether are actually not securities. What a crazy freaking time, guys. Let's just stick with this for right now, though. This stuff can really make your head spin a little bit. Let's see what else we got. We already covered this one, I think. In the Ripple case, the SEC is now on trial and knows it. We'll talk about these two articles a little bit later. I'll maybe talk about them tomorrow specifically, about the whole SEC debacle in a little bit more depth even. And then I guess a positive note to end it off. We're honored to be part of the transformation of international payments within Africa in partnership with innovative partners like Mercury FX. Learn how they are bringing time and money savings to the region with ODL. We all know, guys, South Africa right now, they're really trying to expand on there. It's going to be happening. It's just going to keep expanding. There's no stopping Ripple, in my opinion, but hey, that is just my dumb opinion, like you guys know. Hey, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something new. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody.